Hello, my impatience. It is I, Andrew the Android Kolotsky here. Good morning. Hi. How art thou? How art thou, my impatience? I hope you all come joining and engaging with me. I hope you all join and engage with me. I want to fight. I want to fight with my sword every night. I'm gonna be the king of medieval times. All right. I realize you guys cannot be at my beck and call, so as soon as I go live, I shouldn't get a floodgate of impatience filing in. But yeah. All right. So I got to warm up for you guys because it's going to take a little bit for people to join. Oh, we got one person in the house. We got Uno person in the house. How art thou, Uno person? If you don't know, Uno means one in Spanish. Uno means... Giant Bicklighter says it's his birthday. Happy birthday, Giant Bicklighter. Happy birthday. How old did you turn? Giant Bicklighter says he turned 38 years old. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy 38th. You're an old man just like me, Giant Bicklighter. You're an old man just like me. He says, thanks, big dog. Thank you, Giant Bicklighter. Oh, 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 oh. So today I got a painting, an art workshop, not with Center for Independent Living, but it's an art workshop that I'm going to be going to. Giant Bicklighter says, yeah, it's over for us. We're old people. Nah, I don't think so. I'm still pretty able-bodied. As long as you're not in the nursing home, as long as you can still walk around, I mean, I think there's a lot you can still do, but we're definitely not young and in our 20s or even early 30s anymore. Our bodies are going to start to hurt, but I know it's so relative. I know my father says, "Oh no, you're a young guy." That's how he perceives me. But to somebody in their 20s, they think I'm an old man. So it's all relative. Lily says, "Nice shirt, Andrew." Thank you, Lily. Thank you for complimenting me on my shirt. It's a brand new shirt. It's Thomas Bain. I don't know if that's good. Apparently, it's wrinkle-free. It can go through the wash and dryer without getting wrinkled. That's the reason I purchased it. But if you think it looks nice, thank you. I don't like ironing my shirts. And the reason I purchased this shirt is because apparently it doesn't get wrinkled in the wash and dryer. I hate to iron my shirts. Ironing is what it ain't. Good to see you, Lily. Good to see you. So it's anything, any task or responsibility you hate to do. So, maybe you should learn to iron your shirts and cook for yourself and so on. Lily says she's at work right now. She said it's good seeing me. She just wanted to check in. We'll talk soon. But she can't really talk because she's at work. Yeah, it's midday on a Friday. Most people work. So have a good day at work. Have a nice day at work, Lily. And I'll talk to you again soon. But we got Cobras. Cobras is in the house. And he says, good to see you. Good to see you too, Cobras. Good to see you, Cobras. Good to see you. 6 inpatients. 6 inpatients. Pretty big number. Is the Lord saying 6? Is the Lord saying that I need to attend church again? Is the Lord saying 6, 6, 6? No, Andrew. This is ideas of reference, predicate, logic, and luck of the draw. 6 does not mean 666. 6 does not mean you should attend church again. Cobras asks me how the journey of becoming rich and famous has been going for me. Well, not really good. I'm 37 years old, soon to be 38, and I'm still not rich and famous. You know, I'm pouring my life down the drain, posting on social media. It's not going well. It's not going well. They say social media is not your ticket to riches and fame. It's your ticket to pouring your life down the drain. Get out of solitary confinement and go into the real world and find love. To quote the great Gary Burr, love is out there, but you gotta go get it. Erie says, you look like a ventriloquist puppet today. How do you figure? You know, Giant Big Letter says, you want socialization, to meet people, to go to events, go to a church. He says, I should attend church again. The Lord's love will help me. I'm not too religious. And I feel like when I go to church, I feel like I'm faking the belief in God. And I feel like my lukewarm to cold faith is clearly exposed. Like I try saying to them, like, oh, you know, I really want to get into God. I really want to believe. And I feel like I'm being a phony. I feel like I'm being a fake. I feel like I don't really believe in God. And I feel like it's just, I mean, I want to go there for the community and the friendship and like the nice, but I feel like I don't believe. I feel like it's just bullshit. I feel like it's an ancient story that doesn't really make any sense. And there's no scientific evidence it's true. I don't know. I just don't believe in God, you know, and it seems like bullshit to me. I mean, it's good if it helps people. If you believe in God, I have nothing against you. You know, I mean, but I just don't think it makes sense. You know, Giant Big Letter says, okay, no problem. Can't even go to church. She says, you don't button your shirt all the way to the top. You're a total Reddit atheist. Yeah, the reason I'm buttoning my shirt all the way to the top is because there's white in here. And the white looks kind of cheesy because it's a wrinkle-free shirt. You know, I don't know. I'll unbutton it. But do you think the white kind of looks cheesy? Or do you think that looks good? Giant Big Lighter says, I pray for you, Andrew, that you find spiritual strength. All right, Giant Big Lighter, I thank you for praying for me. I pray that Andrew. Now it's 3. Yeah, maybe. Giant Big Lighter says it looks better than all the way buttoned up. So even the cheesy whiteness in the shirt looks better. Erie says Andrew destroys Christians with logic and facts. I don't know. I mean, if you want to believe and you have faith, that's fine. I'm not looking to destroy Christians. If you want to believe, I have nothing against you. But I personally don't think it makes sense, the God story. You know, it just doesn't make sense to me. I mean, if you can explain to me why I should believe it, you know, that's fine. If you want to believe, I mean, as long as you're not imposing your faith on me and trying to change my life because of your faith, that's fine. But I mean, I know people who are religious, who are good people, who have good intentions, who like helping the homeless, and yeah, man, I good. You want to believe in God, that's fine. You know, I you know, if you have good intentions, you're helping people, and you use your faith to help people, that's a good thing. Good for you. I personally, it doesn't. It's not working for me at the moment. If I'm on my deathbed and I'm about to pass away, maybe I'll find God, because I want to go to heaven. But right now, it's not working for me. I'm not saying I'm a genius, Erie. Erie's like, oh, Andrew's saying there's no scientific evidence. I'm not saying I'm a genius. I'm just stating my opinion. And I get that, church is faith. I'm not saying, oh, Andrew's really disproving God. And I get that I sound like a high schooler who's an atheist. I just don't believe, I just don't believe. And that's okay. That's okay. Not everybody believes in God, and if you want to believe in God, that's fine. I'm not saying I'm not trying to be smug here. I'm not trying to be arrogant here. If you want to believe in God, good for you. Erie says it would be too late if you prayed to God on your deathbed. Giant Bicklider says the wicked flee when no one pursues, but the righteous are as bold as a lion. I don't know. I mean, yeah, okay, guys. All right. It's just not, religion is just not my cup of tea. It's just not my cup of tea. And that's okay. Erie says it's not okay, actually. Rusty's shaking his fist like Arthur the Aardvark. He's like, you better not go live, boy. You better not go live, boy. Why, Rusty? Erie says Andrew's cup of tea is watching spicy content 5 times a day. Well, Erie, I don't think I watch spicy content 5 times a day. Oh, maybe. I watch it a lot, but 5 times might be a little much. I'm not 18 years old. I'm 37. They ask me how many times do I watch spicy content a day? 3. Somebody says they want my mother's meatloaf. They think my mother's meatloaf is delicious. No, my mother's meatloaf is worse than prison food, I assure you. I get that my mother is cooking as a favor for me, but you do not want my mother's meatloaf. Even people in third world countries don't want my mother's meatloaf. Even the starving people in Africa would take one bite of my mother's meatloaf and vomit. Somebody says, your mother cooks for you because she takes and uses your SNAP food stamps, correct? Sometimes she uses my SNAP food stamps to buy groceries. That is correct, but also she's cooking as a favor for me. If I don't like what my mother is cooking, then cook for myself and buy my own groceries. Yeah, I'll share with you that green bunny, because why not? We're on the topic. La 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 la, we're on the topic of my mother cooking my food for me. So Otto Greenberg says, meatloaf for dinner. This is worse than prison food. And Otto says to his psychiatrist, my mother is cooking horrible. Why doesn't she cook better? And Dr. Natural says, your mom cooks as a favor for you. If you don't like it, buy your own food. And then Otto is going to get pizza. Pizza yet again. Why me? Always fast food, but it's on me. Giant Pickletter says, Andrew, please don't admit to felonies on stream. What felonies did I admit to? What felonies did I admit to, Giant Pickletter? I'm sorry. Giant Pickletter says, Andrew, please don't. He says, "You said your mom is not allowed to use your SNAP food stamps. Your mom is no. My mom. I didn't say that. What did I say? What did I say? My mom sometimes uses my SNAP food stamps. Sometimes I use it. Oh, somebody says your mom is not allowed to use your SNAP food benefits. Somebody says, shh, don't say anything. All right, fair enough. Somebody says only you are allowed to use it. Okay. Somebody says hopefully somebody doesn't make a call. Okay, I mean. Somebody says that's what I'm saying. Just don't give the trolls anything. Well, my mother's in charge of my money and finances, and I think the card is in her name. So I think I'm not really familiar with the law, but I think the card is in her name. I don't know. All she has to say is she's buying the groceries for me because the card is in her name, and I don't know. Erie says, I'm calling the USDA. Well, quite frankly, the one who uses it the most is me. But every now and then my mother will use it, so. But I think when my mother uses it, she's doing it because she's buying it for me. It's just I'm lazy. So, look at it this way. I'm a disabled adult child, and my mother's in control of me. It's kind of like a married couple using the same bank account. I don't know. That's at least my logic. I could be wrong. They say you and your mother are not a goddamn married couple. Stop calling your mother a married. Stop saying you're married to your mother. So he says, are you under conservatorship? I don't know what that is. My mother's in control of my money. I'm a disabled adult child. My money's in her name. So maybe I am. Maybe I am. It's possible, guys. So he says, does your mom have power of attorney? I don't know, but I'm a disabled adult child, so she might. To answer your question, my mother has control. The disability money's in her name, and she doles it out to me. So to answer your question, maybe. Giant Big Lighter says, oh, damn, another layer to the cake. Somebody says, call and ask. They think I'm capable. They don't think my mother needs to control my money for me. Somebody says, Andrew, you're like Britney Spears. If you got rich, you'd be like Britney Spears, You're just unable to function as an independent adult, or so they say. And you need somebody to take care of you, basically. While you just dance around and make your stupid, sensationalistic social media posts. You're fucked up in the head. You probably have neurological damage. You can't function as a human being. So you just need somebody to take care of you, basically. Somebody says, if the money is sent to his mom, she likely has power of attorney. Yeah, it's probably true. Somebody says, it's wild that female pop stars are constantly put under the care of, but male pop stars like Kanye West literally go insane as possible in public. and nothing happens. Yeah, it's very interesting. It doesn't seem like he has a parental support system. Um, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, we treat men and women differently as a society. We're more empathetic with women than we are with men, too. But yeah, Kanye West definitely seems like he has some sort of mental health crisis going on. That's for sure. Somebody asks, I don't know much about Kanye's music. Somebody asks, what do I think about Kanye's new song? Um, to be honest with you, I mean, I all I know about Kanye is the song "Gold Digger." I mean, and then he goes on crazy rants. To be honest with you, I don't know anything about Kanye. I'm not really into his genre of music, to be honest with you. So I'm not really. Kanye is not my cup of tea. I mean, I like that he exists. I like that he's controversial, but yeah, I'm not really into Kanye. I mean, I like that he has a fan base. I like that there's people that enjoy him, and good for him. I'm not opposed to his existence, but somebody says, Andrew, do you see how Kanye looks? That's your energy. That's what I look like when I'm off my meds. Somebody says, you look like a nutcase, a lunatic. That's how everybody sees me. They don't see me as, a performative and comedic and artistic genius. They see me as a nutcase, like Britney Spears or Kanye West. That's how I'm seen. La, 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 without money. I mean, Britney Spears or Kanye West without millions of dollars. I'm like Britney Spears or Kanye West with less than $1,000 to my name. I mean, they're lucky they had the life of luxury. But so he says, Andrew, you got. I mean, your parents got some money. I mean, you're not billionaires or millionaires, but I mean, you're in the middle class. I mean, look at some of the people at the Fountain House, for example. I mean, they're practically homeless and they're fucked up in the head. And at least you're fucked up in the head, but your parents are in the middle class. It could be a lot worse. You could be homeless. You could be in the psychiatric hospital. Money makes this kind of stuff easier. Money makes everything easier, but I still probably have neurological damage. Definitely a schizoaffective or delusional disorder diagnosis, but yeah. Anybody got any last questions, or should I hit the old dusty trail, guys? Should I hit the old dusty trail? All right, it seems like everybody's peaced out, so maybe I'll peace out here too. All right, adios, amigos and amigas. Peace out.